To Gail, to Lindsay, to Ken the Bugler, to everyone who's come across from the islands to be here today. Let's start with a cheer for your local representatives who actually turned up and showed up today, starting with Peter Dowling, your state member.
Yay!
And Mark Robinson, state member from Cleveland, who's still worried about our Bayside Islands. Mark. Karen Williams, you're an honest, hard-toiling woman. You don't deserve what you're being put through, Karen. We're fully behind you. Karen Williams.
Yeah.
And Burnsy, our local councillor from Victoria Point. Thanks for being here, John Burns. Ladies and gentlemen, many of you have been in this beautiful place called Redlands longer than all of us added together, and you know one thing. You don't park at Wynham Creek because you're there to sip cappuccinos, do you?
No!
You don't park at Wynham Creek because you're there to go window shopping,
No.
or hop out in your jet skis, or be tourists. You do it because it's part of your livelihood. Is that right?
Yeah!
And so when they tax your livelihood, they're reaching into your back pocket and taking money they don't deserve to get their mitts on, right?
That's right!
Absolutely. And you don't deserve more tax. You were there long before this council was. Now make no mistake, there are good people inside this building working hard. There's a handful of them that have stopped listening. Now they promised you something very different. Because 2 years ago they said, we will listen, we will not just consult, we will engage. Well, do you think they're listening now?
No!
Do you think they're consulting now?
No!
Do you think they're engaging now?
Never!
Of course they're not, and that's why you've got to sit on this freezing concrete and sleep here at night until they do. Is that right?
Yeah!
Well, who here is from Macleay? Scream out. Who's from Macleay?
Yeah!
Who's from Russell?
Yes.
And all of those other beautiful islands from Paralpa and Carragara and Lamb. You're all here for one simple reason. Listen to the people and don't ignore them, or you do so at your peril. Ladies and gentlemen, there's plenty of people in here earning $100,000 a year. And there's some in here earning $200,000 a year. They don't need to listen to you. They're out the back of the building. They're only going to hear you if you scream it out loud after me. We don't want these parking fees.
We don't want these parking fees!
Stop the Wynham robbery.
Stop the Wynham robbery!
We don't want the parking fees.
We don't want the parking fees!
Stop the Wynham robbery.
Stop the Wynham robbery!
I want to say to everyone, there was a time when we travelled in coach and cart, and people used to dive out of the forest and hold you up and take everything you had on you. They were called highway robbers. Well, now we're living in the age of Wynham robbers, ladies and gentlemen, and it's not just you, because to every other person in Redlands, remember this, they're coming after you as well. A councillor down there said it's not good enough for the islanders, we'll spread the parking charges the length and breadth of Redlands. Do we want that?
No.
And at that moment the rest of Redlands will be behind you. They already are, and I wish you all the very, very best of luck. Congratulations in your efforts. Thank you.
Thank you!
Thank you.